Yo, yo, yo.
No, it's over.
What's over?
The stream.
It ended?
Well, it says stream live less than 1 minute ago. No audio. Do you see what's anything?
It's all fine on my end.
Redirecting it other videos. Oh, and somebody says enable super chat so we can support you. Oh, somebody says back? Huh? Buffering?
Am I here? Can you hear me? You mentioned 5G once, and you get... Do you hate pants? No. No, I don't. You need a solid connection line. Yeah, well, I'm trying.
Huh.
It restarted. Check your sub list. No. Hey, are you wired to your router? Good question. I'm on Wi-Fi.
We should be wired.
I should be wired. Away with you, wee buffering circle.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone? I'm not on?
Not on mine.
Weird.
Oh, Jason's back? I don't hear it.
Am I back? Yikes, guys. Ethernet is your friend. Yeah, I'm learning that right now. Give me a question.
Well, I have lots of questions.
Well, let me see. Give me one that I can actually answer.
When's your birthday?
November 7th, 1983 is my birthday. November 7th, I'm a Scorpio. I was born in 1983. I'm 35 years old. Years young.
Hear about Cali van life?
Cali van life?
Yep.
I don't live in Cali. I don't live in a van. So I don't know. I'm just kidding. I live in a travel trailer in Washington, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah. Living in a travel trailer is awesome, but I'm also ready to have my own land and my own property. Turpentine. I've heard turpentine is pretty cool, actually. Da-da-da. Did you see Gemma was in Twitter headquarters the other day here in Dublin? They locked her in, locked the toilets, and wouldn't speak to her. Not surprised.
Wow.
Not surprised. She's an annoyance to their agenda, so. And she's really awesome. Any thought of having... Yes, actually. In fact, I'm going to talk to Spore about that soon. Soon. Island in BC. I love the islands in BC.
Parasite cleanse? We've done that.
Annoyance to their agenda. Is put up... One thing you can do is put up images. Alright. Let's talk about that after the chat, because I barely know what I'm doing right now. And with a video output, oh, I see. So if I put up a picture to like take the video off, it would save on the bandwidth a bit. Thoughts on the gender confusion agenda? Yes, I do have thoughts on that. I think it's all by design. I think it is an agenda. That's the thing. It's an agenda, and I'm seeing. I have personal stories, people in my family who I'm seeing this happen to. Yeah, they're trying to get kids really confused about who they are at a very young age, and they're making it cool to be queer. There's nothing wrong necessarily with being queer, but they're making it cool, and they're associating it's a synonym for being good. If you're gay, you're good. You're a good person because you're gay, which is ridiculous. It's what you contribute that makes you good. It's how you behave and what you do. But they're making gay a synonym for good, and it's confusing. Tell us about your experience with hallucinogens. Hallucinogens. Yeah, exactly. Who created the gender agenda? Satan. I'm just kidding, but it does seem that way sometimes. Hallucinogens really had a profound impact on me. but I'm done with them now. I can safely say, for the most part, they had a positive impact, I guess. Though, I don't know. It's a good question. I had pretty profound experiences on ayahuasca that there were definitely some really positive things I got from those experiences that helped, open up new opportunities in my life. I got some real wake-up calls about things, especially Hollywood. I did ayahuasca when I was making really good money as an actor in LA, and it made me realize that I was, participating in something that I would be wise not to participate in and not to get paid for. I was getting a lot of money in commercials and justifying it to myself, and the ayahuasca definitely helped me see that I was just justifying and it wasn't a good source of income. So it helped me get out of LA. Mary Jane. I like Mary Jane. But I don't smoke pot anymore either. I used to smoke a lot of pot in my 20s. Actually, starting when I was like 15 or 16, I probably smoked pot almost every day for 15 or 16 years. And now I don't. I do like cannabis oil, though.
Do you have any experience with hypnosis?
Hypnosis?
Yeah.
Nope.
Excellent.
Nope, I have no experience with hypnosis. Other than people who are walking around hypnotized. Have you ever tried juicing pot? No, I have not. Video killed the conspiracy star. Unfortunately. How many best friends do you have? Aw, that's a really cute question. I would say I have 2 best friends. But the term best friends is like, I don't know. It creates competition. No, but Kevin and Tony from JoyCamp are probably my 2 closest allies. I've known them both for 17 years now, and it's an unbreakable bond. So I literally have thousands of friends at this point, but they're like my go-to stalwarts in friendship. They're my guys. They're my best friends. We woke up together. We started JoyCamp. They've just been in my life for so long. Yeah, they're my best friends. What do you think about 5G? I think it sucks. It's terrible. It's astonishing how bad it is, and it's astonishing how little resistance there seems to be. And I hope it's not as bad as they say. And I hope we can stop it. Best friends come through, yep.
Do you know anything about what Ember posted? Side real astrology, Western or...
I'm gonna answer this other question first. What do you think about the death of actor Isaac Cappy? I don't know, man. Or woman. I don't know who asked that. I don't know. I think Isaac Cappy was a strange case all around. When he first came out talking about this stuff, talking about the pedophilia and making the accusations, I thought, this is going to backfire. Because he's just making claims based off no evidence. He's only making claims. And he's making claims that you or I could easily make as well from reading the same threads on Reddit or on 4chan or whatever. Like, we can draw these same conclusions or hypotheses based on stories and possible evidence, but there's no actual evidence of what he was saying. He's just saying, oh yeah, Steven Spielberg, pedophile. Stephen King, obviously pedophiles. That's just a claim. And I thought this is gonna backfire. And I don't usually like to think people are set up or anything, but I thought, who is this guy? Where did he come from? Is he just a disgruntled actor in LA who's not working, who's again reading the same things I'm reading online and is saying, you know what? I'm an actor in Hollywood and I'll tell you, they're all pedophiles. Based off of what, Isaac? So now that he's dead, it's even weirder. I don't know what happened. I never met the guy. But the whole story is weird. He came out of nowhere last year, made all these claims that other people were already saying, but they just weren't actors in LA saying it. He had no evidence, and now he's dead. It's very bizarre. It sucks. I hope that, I don't hope anything really, but it's sad. It's a sad, weird story. Owen Benjamin has done some great stuff on Spielberg. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And good for him for being bold enough to cover the pedophilia stuff in the detail that he does. I mean, his video with Leonardo DiCaprio and his pedophile manager when he was a kid, undeniable. And that's the kind of thing, like, he shows it. He shows a clip. He's like, this guy is a convicted pedophile. And you show them, like, canoodling with each other. It's very strange. It's much more than someone just going on camera saying, Steven Spielberg, pedophile. Do you know? There's actually something to reference, to look at, to say, wow, that probably checks out. I'll tell Owen of your wish. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Introduce me to Owen Benjamin, please. Or Vox Day, both of them. I'd love to be on unauthorized TV. Yikes, Leo. Yeah. Yes, Leo. Leo, which is why he's such a shill for the elite. This is why. He was tapped when he was a child. I don't know exactly what these people go through. I don't. But he got involved very young. Watch Owen Benjamin's. Type in Owen Benjamin, Leonardo DiCaprio, and watch his video about it. It's about 5 minutes long, and it's pretty damning. You can kind of see why Leonardo DiCaprio is still single in his 40s, and he's a shill for the agenda. Oh, thanks. Yeah, John Brisson is awesome. If you're listening, John, you're the real conspiracy guy. You are on point. You pay attention to everything. Nothing slips through the cracks with John Brisson. That's true. Is George Clooney an M16 asset and married to a trans man? Possibly. I've heard stories about Clooney. I don't want to be like an Isaac Cappy here, though. I don't want to claim things that I know nothing about. That said, I was an actor in Los Angeles, and I had lots of conversations with people, and yeah, I've heard from more than a couple people that George Clooney has let's say, a secret life. You could say. If you want to talk to Charlie about, you want to talk to, yes, I do want to talk to Vox Day. He's definitely intelligent. Yeah, I mean, he works for what? United Nations and stuff.
Fox Day?
No. George Clooney. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat, and yeah. And Jay said definitely an asset. Yeah, he is. He must be. And Cappy? I don't know what Cappy's deal is, or was. It's very weird. Very sad, very weird. What does the Trump Cyrus coin fund? Oh, what is the Trump Cyrus coin? I don't know. I've never heard of that. I don't know anything about that. Give me another question.
Do you know Kevin Blanche?
Don't know Kevin Blanche. Do you feel a bit sad for these celebs aiding? Yeah, I do. I do feel sorry. Yeah. Do I feel sad for the celebrities aiding the agenda?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. They don't know what they're getting. People don't know what they're getting into when they get involved with Hollywood. Jamie Deluxe. Yeah, Jamie Deluxe is good. Which famous women are actually guys? You guys, this is a personal opinion. I think this transvestigation stuff is mainly nonsense. I think it's a misdirection. I think it's one of those, not to say that they're all not transgender, but I think that to claim that so many of these beautiful movie star women are men is not accurate. But I think most celebrities have no idea what's going on. My experience. I think a few do, but most don't. And a lot of them get traumatized as children when they're children. Obviously, I mean, look at all the children who are really messed up, if not dead or suicidal at the very least, from what they experienced as children, and they're too scared to talk about it in some cases. And I think a lot of them don't know what they're a part of. They're just participating. They're willful idiots. Yeah. Yeah, Jane Mansfield. Yeah, I don't know. Some of them, like, I don't know. It's so mysterious. What are your current thoughts on Q? I don't really have any on Q. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Disney. Yeah, most people don't have no idea. Most of them don't have any idea what's going on. I think that's an accurate statement. What are some of your favorite go-to YouTube channels and personalities? Good question. I really like Owen Benjamin, obviously. I like Jay Dyer, Jay's Analysis. Scariest Movie Ever, KJ Osborne. I like Pockets of the Future. And I like... oh, you know who I still like? Oh, gosh. I really like Stefan Molyneux. He really analyzes things well. I don't agree with him on everything. That's fair, right? I don't agree with him on everything, but he works his ass off and he does a lot of good work. So he's someone I do check in on YouTube because he's not just, I don't know, everything he does has, even if sometimes I scroll right through it, I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear you talk about another false flag terror event as if it's real. But he puts a lot of work into his presentations.
Someone said Max Egan?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Max Egan. Of course. Of course. I love Max. Max is like family to me. Max is a really, really a dear friend. Turncoat. I know. People don't like him. Listen, like I said, I don't agree with Stefan Molyneux on everything, but he does good presentations still. And a lot of people wrote him off after the election, but he's got good stuff. He's got some good insight. He may be an atheist, which I don't agree with either, but he's got some good insight. That's all. I mean, it's no one has the whole picture. No one has the whole picture put together. But we get a better picture by getting more perspective. So he's just another little piece in the puzzle, and I appreciate that piece. There's so many pieces out there. Truthstream Media, another one. I think they're fantastic. They're a great piece of the puzzle. So is Max. So is Mark Passio. So is Jay Dyer. So is KJ Osborne. So is Ian Crane. So is so many people. So is Benny Wills. So many people are doing good work. And when you start, and then you start thinking for yourself, and that's the whole point. It's all up to you. It's up to the individual. You can take all these ideas and let them, swim around in your mind and come up with your own thoughts. And you reject some of them. And if you don't like Stefan Molyneux, fine. I'm not here to get you to watch Stefan Molyneux by any means. But for me, he's a good perspective to have. I appreciate his perspective, even if I don't agree. And I would never call him, you're just a shill. You're another shill who's promoting the agenda or whatever. Because I don't know, first of all, but I like what he has to say. Most of the time. In 5D, I used to watch in 5D. I like Crow 777. I like Higher Side Chats. I want Greg to get me on his show. I don't know why I haven't been on his show yet, but peaking, yes, exactly. It's up to you. It's my worldview and interpretation of reality is independent to me, and it's like that for everybody. So it's frustrating when, and we're all waking up at our own pace. I mean, I get flack sometimes because I don't have an opinion formed fully, or I'm not agreeing with someone about everything because I'm not there yet. And it's not even that I'm not there yet. It's just I'm in my own process of figuring things out, and I change my mind all the time. I'm constantly, replacing old ideas with new ideas. I used to, yeah. JoyCamp. You ever seen the movie Jumpin' Jack Flash with Whoopi? No, I haven't. Anyway, everybody has a little bit of it figured out. Everybody's a little bit figured out. Some more than others, but it's up to you to put the pieces together. Yeah.
Talk about Jessica Kill or your favorite book.
Jessica Kill? What did they say about Jessica Kill?
Was Jessica Kill bad for Anna?
Was Jessica Kill bad for Acapulco? I don't know. I had a good time in Acapulco. My correspondence with Jessica Kill was very civil. It was not bad. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that. If you want to talk about Acapulco, thank you. What is your opinion of Professor Antony Fomenko? Gosh, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Send me info. What was the other question?
What's your favorite book?
Favorite book?
Watership Down.
Watership Down. Watership Down. About the rabbits that leave their warren. What do you think of the Georgia Guidestones? I think the Georgia Guidestones are fascinating. The most fascinating thing with the Georgia Guidestones to me is the fact that they say maintain the population at, what is it? 8. Oh gosh. Maintain the population at 800 million or 100 million or something like that. Maintain. It doesn't say reduce. It says maintain, which I think is very interesting. What if we're already there? What if we don't have 7 billion people here? That's where my mind goes. That's where my mind spirals and thinks, maybe the population we've been told is a lie. Why would we believe them anyway? Why would we believe the census? Let's talk in Acapulco. 500 million. 500. Yeah. Maintain the population at 500 million. Maintain. It's worth noting.
What's your favorite JoyCamp video?
What's my favorite JoyCamp video? That's a tough question because I love so many of them.
Mine's trending.
Sonia's favorite JoyCamp video is one that not many people have seen. It's called Trending. #Trending. It has less than 10,000 views. That's her favorite video, and I think it's one of mine too. I think that everybody in the video is totally funny, really funny. It's Kevin, Tony, and me, and we're very funny in it. And I think it's one of the best. Conspiracy Guy Fukushima, maybe my favorite, because I think it's just one of the best produced, all-around, crisp, funny, smart. Everything about it is so well done. The production value in that one's great. All the acting's great. Delman is hilarious as the waiter. That might be my favorite. If you haven't seen Conspiracy Guy Fukushima. I like them all.
Do you know... I lost it. Sorry. Have you ever had durian fruit?
Durian, yeah, I have. I think so.
Okay.
That sounds. Is Ember asking that?
Yeah.
I think I've had it with you, Ember. I only know about it because of you.
Do you know E. Michael Jones?
Nope. I don't know who E. Michael Jones is. It's funny. On my feed here, it says there's 0 viewers, but there's chat, so there's obviously not. There's more than 0. But YouTube never promotes comedy videos in the algorithm.
Oh, wow.
Except for Saturday Night Live and Jimmy Kimmel. You know what? Here, something that I started doing recently. I get recommended CNN, Jimmy Kimmel, and Seth Meyers every single day. Every day. I've never once clicked on a CNN, Jimmy Kimmel, or Seth Meyers video, yet they're always in my recommended viewing. So now I report every single one of them. Every time they come out, I report it for either spam, misleading, abusive content, harmful, whatever box I feel like checking in the moment. But every day I report them for all their videos because it's ridiculous. Trying to spam me with that stuff that I don't want to watch. Have you seen my subscriptions? Obviously, I'm not going to be into a CNN, Jimmy Kimmel, or Seth Meyers video. CNN is comedy. No, it's not. That's the problem. It's not funny. It's cringy and it's infuriating. And if you can laugh at it, then you're at a higher level than I am.
This is good.
Oh yeah, they promote. Oh, sorry, Jay. I'm only seeing every couple comments. They promote Comedy Central shills. Exactly. Saturday Night Live, BS. Saturday Night Live sucks. Saturday Night Live. I feel like Saturday Night Live has sucked forever. It just sucks. People are funny on the show, but they're much funnier when they leave Saturday Night Live. I've never thought Saturday Night Live was funny. Even as a kid, it was always frustrating. They're always reading the cue cards. The worst part about Saturday Night Live has always been that it's live. That's what makes it bad. Because they're reading the cue cards. They don't learn their lines. And those sketches go on way too long. And now it's just political propaganda. It's the worst show on television. I hate it. Other than maybe, or what's it called? Bill Maher's show. Real Time? Ugh. I hate Bill Maher. Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel sucks too, man. Yeah, SNL has sucked for a long time. Totally. It sucks. It was kind of good. I'll say it was kind of good when they had people like Chris Farley. But then Chris Farley excelled when he was in Tommy Boy. He was great. Yeah, he showed that he was funny on Saturday Night Live. But because he was stuck in Saturday Night Live, he wasn't able to fully unleash his comic ability till he was in a movie. That said, there have been some funny sketches on Saturday Night Live. I don't want to completely say that there's never been anything funny on there, because there has been. But never have I seen an episode of Saturday Night Live from start to finish where everything worked, where every sketch was good, everything was funny, everybody was ready to go and didn't laugh their way through the scene, and the music was good. It's a really clunky, flawed show, and it always has, even before it was total political leftist propaganda.
Somebody wants to know your thoughts on forced vaccinations.
My thoughts on forced vaccinations? It's evil. It's pure evil. Forced vaccinations are evil. It's forced. Therefore, it's wrong.
Recommend Dell.
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to know more about vaccinations, check out Del Bigtree. He has a documentary called Vaxxed that I'm sure you've heard of. But he's become a friend of ours the last year, and he's totally switched on, and he's a total crusader for truth. And he knows his stuff when it comes to vaccines. And he's also like me or Owen Benjamin. He's a Hollywood guy. And he gave this great speech at the VIP dinner at the Red Pill Expo last week that wasn't for the cameras, wasn't for anything other than him speaking from the heart. And, he won an Emmy for television at some point. But he said even when he was at his most successful in Hollywood, he felt like he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. So even people were there going, wow, Del, great, man, you're doing such good work. He was like, yeah, but I feel like I'm meant for something else. He's found his calling in preaching vaccination truth. He's found his role. And so he's out of Hollywood. I mean, he's had his whole paradigm shifted just like I did. He was a liberal, and he's had it all flipped upside down. And now he's out of there. He's getting out of LA because this is the most important thing to him. He's an absolute devoted to spreading vaccine safety truth, and it's inspiring. And I hope no one out there thinks he's a shill, because he's certainly not. He's a friend of mine. We spent quality time together, and I feel like I have a pretty good gauge for that kind of thing. Adam Green, I will soon, because he keeps coming up. People keep recommending Adam. He's True News or something like that. Adam Green. He's come up several times. People keep recommending Adam Green to me, and I will check him out. Is Owen Benjamin a LOL cow? LOL cow? I don't know what that means. Adam Green, cringe. See? Fine. You don't like Adam. One person likes Adam Green. Someone else doesn't. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm sure there's people who don't like everybody. Some of you probably don't like me, and that's okay. That's something my mom taught me as a kid that has really helped me move through any moments of insecurity through my life. And I think you can't please everybody. You can't. Even if you get standing ovation, best performance of your life, there's going to be one person in the corner who's like, no, I didn't like it. Nope. Wasn't for me. It's just the way it goes. Can't please everybody. Fine. That's fine. I don't care. Thank you. I like you too. Adam Green, Adam Green. See, look at that. Back to back. I like him. I don't like him. Adam Green is awesome. Adam Green is the worst. Fair. He doesn't. It's fine. Benny Wells is a trans woman. Look at the hair. It's possible. I wish that I could get some more facial hair, like right in this area. Maybe those hormones will kick in. Owen Benjamin says we should be merciful to the flat earthers. Merciful? Absolutely. Yeah. And we should also remind them to not be so persistent and insistent and annoying about it because I haven't been to space. I don't know what the Earth looks like from space. If there is space, I've never been up there. Everything about the Earth and about all of the science is me taking someone else's word for it. That's the truth. So I don't know. Testosterone, okay. Confirm. I think transvestigation is a total misdirect. It's a total dead-end conspiracy rabbit hole. There, I said it. Aw, thanks, Adrian. Saw you and Sonia. Wasn't that cool that Sonia was on the show with me? Mark gets it. Mark could see it. Sonia's special. NASA lies about everything. They do. That's true. They're liars. PSYOP. Perhaps. Or led by FET. Perhaps. Thoughts on mud flood? It's possible. I think it's possible. It's intriguing. Yeah. I mean, why do we believe anything we've been told? Really? You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't have some things you hang your hat on or whatever, but that's what I try to tell people all the time. Like, why do you trust any source, really, other than on faith? This is a large part of the audience you will meet, Benny. Flat earthers and Jew haters. Okay. I don't hate Jews. Wow. Talking about mud flood? Sure. Mud flood. It's possible. I mean, there's evidence of it. I mean, I know Max is certainly... I mean, I've had some really great talks with Max, and he thinks there's something to it. I'm open to any part of history being rewritten. Or, you know, let's say, brought back to its original story. Jews hate you. Fine. Whatever. That's on them. If Jews hate me, it's on them. It's too bad for them. Hate is baggage. Agreed. Tartaria. So you guys know about Tartaria. Alright, cool. Cool. By the way, I'm just going to interject one more time. Go over to the Benny Wills YouTube channel. Follow me over there. I might do more of these live streams, but I'm not going to do them on JoyCamp. Okay? This was a way to, like, touch base with JoyCamp and to do something I've been wanting to do for a year, but sort of been afraid of for obvious reasons, because, man, those technical difficulties really were difficult. So I'm learning as I go, but I really want to establish the other channel and participate more. I want it to be much more participation than I ever had with JoyCamp, because it was always a group thing with JoyCamp. It was always a negotiation. You know, what does JoyCamp represent? What can we do? What is it? What videos do we put up? Blah blah blah. And this way, I can do whatever I want, which is great. So go over to my other channel. Let's get 21,000 people from here over to Benny Wills today. Stay out of the Jew and flat Earth. Okay. That's just interesting. You know, it's like you can't have a conversation without talking about flat Earth or the Jews. All Jews. See? Should have included a link. Here, Sonia's going to include that link right now. The link's been in the chat before. I should have put it in the description. But again, I'm just winging it here. Figuring it out as I go. So I'm going to be an expert in a couple weeks. What did you used to act in? What did I used to act in? Good question. I started off in show business when I was 7 years old. The first thing... My parents were both actors. My dad, if anyone out there has seen Child's Play 3, the one where Chucky is at the military school, my dad is the garbage man that Chucky kills in the back of his own garbage truck. My dad is that victim. He was also in Sister Act. He's a craps player that Whoopi Goldberg rolls the dice for. But my first job was singing in the Addams Family movie. The Addams Family movie in 1991. There's a scene where Pugsley and Wednesday are singing they're not singing. They're doing a scene from, I think, Hamlet? Macbeth, maybe? They're doing a scene. for their talent show where they cut off each other's limbs. And right before that, there's a group of kids on stage singing a song called Getting to Know You. And I'm one of those kids. I'm like third from the left. That was my first job. After that, and that was with a kids chorus. And shortly after that, that same chorus got cast to sing the song Somewhere in My Memory, which was the Academy Award nominated song from Home Alone. We got hired to sing it at the Oscars. So I sang at the Academy Awards as well when I was 7 years old. Which set the tone for the next 20 years of my life, because getting a taste like that, I wanted to be, and I was born in Hollywood, so I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be in the business. It was a natural fit for me. So I basically started, aligning my life path in that direction until ultimately the truth of the world was too much for me, was compromising that dream too much, and the dream became just a pattern and no longer something I wanted. I was in a TV movie called Tales from the Inner Sanctum when I was a kid, where I got to kill my mom with a sword. It was a TV movie on ABC with Victoria Principal. I was on the show In Living Color when I was a kid twice. I was like the token white kid for a couple episodes of In Living Color. I got to say a bunch of Yo Mama jokes on In Living Color. And I was in a Toyota commercial. And is that everything from when I was a kid? Yeah.
Yeah, can I link him to the In Living Color?
Is it online?
Yeah.
Oh, Sonia's going to link you guys to my clip from In Living Color in the chat. So that'll probably take away from the stream, but I'll
that's true.
I'll allow it.
I'll wait.
We'll put it in at the end. This is a reason for you to stay on here until the end. She'll link that. So you can watch me as a 10-year-old kid saying your mama jokes on In Living Color.
Did you talk to Christina Ricci on set, J.R. asks?
I did. Christina Ricci sat next to me in on-set school. I sat next to her, and I sat next to the kid who played Pugsley, and he was a nightmare. But Christina Ricci was really nice. She was really... I was also on Lives as Shakespeare and Tennessee Williams and Pinter and George Bernard Shaw and Moliere and Samuel Beckett, etc., etc. That was my life for a long time. And then I moved back to LA when I was 26, where I became a little more savvy, and I thought, okay, how do you make money as an actor? And I saw commercials as a great opportunity for that. And so I really honed in on commercials, and I made good money as a commercial actor. Sonia and I met at a commercial audition. I made good money for a few years as a commercial actor until I couldn't anymore, until it really hurt my soul to do so, and I mean that. It was in direct opposition to what the rest of my life was on track to do, which was being good and to be an honorable human. And I was justifying it for a long time. I was like, well, it's Pizza Hut and they suck, but I'll get $15,000 to do this commercial. So yeah, I'm in. And I obviously had to stop doing that. And thankfully, oh my gosh, I'm so much happier not doing that stuff anymore. So, yeah. Regarding acting. Oh, my best job as an actor the last few years, I was the spokesperson for a company in Sweden. I played the god Apollo for the Apollo Travel Company, and that was actually a really sweet gig. I got to travel to Spain a couple times, and Sweden and Greece, and got paid a bunch of money. I only had to work a couple days out of the year. It was awesome. But luckily, that job ended. Because if it didn't, I would have been dependent on it, and I would have been more lazy in other aspects of my life. So it sucked when it ended, because I did it for 2.5 years. But when it did, it forced me to reevaluate my situation. So it was a blessing. Sonia is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. You're a lucky man.
Somebody really wrote that?
Back off, pal.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, she is. She's awesome. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, and she's talented, and she thinks I'm pretty cool.
True.
For some reason, she likes me a lot. And we're going to have beautiful babies together and live happily ever after. Hi. Hi, Rogueways. All right, Sonia. You
Okay.
do your own live chat.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You better bring Sonia down to Oregon next time. I will. Why does Henry Kissinger never friggin' age? Because you know why I think why Henry Kissinger doesn't age? Because he's taking any body part or organ or anything he needs, he gets to keep. Like if his heart's failing, they'll give him a heart. If his liver's failing, they'll give him a new liver. That's why it looks like his skin is hanging off his bones, because he's like Frankenstein. But it's somehow been able to keep him. And he probably drinks a lot of human blood. Probably helps, like, for some horrible satanic way. It probably keeps him alive to remember that he's a piece of shit every day that he walks this earth. He is a clone. Maybe. Why not? I hope the beautiful babies have Benny's hair. Aw. Sonia does have nice hair, though. It's also thick and brown. It'll be a surprise if our kid does not have thick brown hair. Will Smith hasn't aged either. Will Smith is into some weird stuff. So are his kids. There's a lot of rumors about him, too. And Jada.
Who's Rogue Ways? Can we buy his house?
Rogue Ways? What do you say?
Rogue Ways says, maybe you buy my house, it's on the market.
We talked about you guys maybe buying my house. What? He eats babies. Okay. She's beautiful. I agree. Mark passing her. You could blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think it's probably... I've probably been talking for a long time. Should I wrap this up? Adrenochrome. Yeah, adrenochrome. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Yeah, it's crazy what they're probably up to.
Yeah.
Is it freezing again?
No.
John! Hey, John, I was just singing your praises a little while ago. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for saying great show. This is cool that you said that. That makes me feel good, because I'll do it again. I'm going to do this again, but at the Benny Wills channel. Because JoyCamp is going to be officially, like, I don't know, it's going to be on hiatus, as they say in Hollywood. Max Egan is not 100% chill. 100% not chill. I can guarantee it. I lived with him for 4 months. Max Egan is not a shill. Yeah. Yeah, John, someone was saying how they really liked our interview, and I agreed. Any other questions before I go? Before I tune out? Before I end this and enjoy my Saturday? And let you enjoy yours? Questions? Final thoughts? Yeah, please go to my channel, Benny Wills. Go to the Benny Wills channel. Subscribe. I'm going to be putting a lot of content on there. I have so much stuff I want to share. And I'm finally, I feel like really excited. More excited than I've been in a long time. Because I've been waffling for a couple of years now, going, do I do what I want to do with on the JoyCamp channel because we have an audience already? Or do I just take the risk and start from scratch? And I think starting from scratch is the best option, because I'm an individual, and JoyCamp is not all about me. JoyCamp is about what we were able to do as a group, and I can go do my thing elsewhere and trust that people will find it. So sub if you want, if you can, please. Thank you, Conspiracy Guy. You're welcome. Any final questions? Anything you want to know from me?
Somebody wants to know how to protect themselves from chemtrails.
How do you protect yourself from chemtrails?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I think we're all trying to figure that out. Someone said Oregon, but now other people are saying that Oregon's bad. That it has satanic elements or something. So, I don't know. Ionic foot bath, I hear, is good for helping getting the metal out. But I don't have one of those. If you want to get me an ionic foot bath, we're going to put it on our wedding registry gift, dream gifts. So if you want to get me an ionic foot bath, I'll take it.
Oh, somebody wants a poem. That's a good idea.
A poem?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Don't we to recite a poem?
Like, it's weird.
Well, I just wasn't prepared to do that. Organite is plastic and booger. That's hilarious. In the chunk of a pyramid, that's true. Matt Landman, yes, I agree. This person said go check out Matt Landman's work.
Yeah.
I second that. Matt Landman is on point with his research, and he's a great guy, and he's totally committed to truth. Any tips for living off the grid? I don't have any. I'm looking for more tips myself.
I have a tip. Make sure that electricity isn't under your bed.
Oh, Sonia has a tip. Make sure that there's no electrical boxes underneath your bed. Because we just found out we have one under our bed in our travel trailer, and we're going to move out of the travel trailer as a result. Because we think it's affecting our bodies in really negative ways. So that's one tip. And John Brisson looks like he has some info about detoxing from chemtrails. Benny, who did you listen to when you first woke up? Good question, John. When I first woke up, I listened to Alex Jones and David Icke. This is way back in 2004. And here's the thing. I found Jones immediately, and I'd watch his stuff, and I got so scared of what he was saying. I mean, anxiety, fear. And then I'd watch David Icke, and he was saying fear's the enemy. You have to move through fear, move beyond fear. So I was like, okay, well, that sounds good. So I stopped listening to Jones pretty early on because it felt like it was all fear and no, I don't know, balancing of that. There was nothing to uplift on the other end. And I loved Icke for a long time. He was really instrumental to my awakening process. And then from there, I don't know. I really started leading myself. I think that's one of the keys. Is I internalize all this stuff. I try to apply what I learned to my life and get better. So those two guys really helped in the beginning when I was looking for someone. I was really looking for someone to lead me and like teach me and show me the ways. And naturally, especially back then, this is before YouTube. I started researching and stuff before YouTube. So those were the options I had. I had Alex Jones, David Icke, and Zeitgeist, the Zeitgeist movie. And then it was just me, sifting through whatever I could find. Learning the word Illuminati before anyone knew what Illuminati was. And of course, now that's a buzzword. Everybody knows Illuminati. But back then, I'd say, do you guys know what the Illuminati? No one knew what I was talking about. Ike and Egan are both shills. No, they're not. No, they're not. Here. You can think whatever you want to think, and if you can prove me wrong, maybe about Ike, but you can't say that about Max to me. Seriously, Max is like family. Max has lived in my house. I've stayed at his house. He's one of my best friends. I know this guy intimately, not that kind of intimate, but you know what I mean. He's family to me. He's definitely not a shill, 100%. I can rest your fears and doubts right now. He's not a shill. If you choose to ignore that from me, that's on you. Ike, I don't know Ike as well as I know Max, but I've met David several times now, and he's always been absolutely genuine with me. He's been super supportive of JoyCamp over the years. He posts all of our videos. He writes to me personally. I've hung out with him multiple times now. Unless he's a really excellent actor, he seems very genuine and authentic, and I don't think he's corrupted. Yeah, Owen Benjamin. Hook me up with Owen Benjamin, anybody. Hook me up with Owen, please. Benny and Sonia, did any of you have a kind of mini breakdown when you first woke up and you realized how scary things were alleged to be? Yeah, and you know what? I still do sometimes. Sorry, phone's going off over here. Yeah, it's devastating. I mean, there's been several moments over the years when a new paradigm has been shattered. An old paradigm has been shattered, and it's so monumental, so earth-shattering to my foundation that, yeah, I've had panic attacks, full-blown panic attacks about, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought this way, or I can't believe it's this bad. It's a destructive process, and it continues to be. It gets a little easier. You start, now that I'm at a point where I basically question everything I've ever known about anything, so it's a lot easier to accept that, accept certain deceptions, but yeah, it sucks. I mean, I was lucky enough to have Kevin and Tony around. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't, absolutely go into a deep depression when I first woke up, because I had my friends there. We all went through it together, and we were able to laugh about it. And this is why we created JoyCamp, because we realized that laughter was helping soothe the evil. We were able to laugh at the evil and not just be threatened by it. And by laughing at it, we realized, oh my gosh, not only, is this helping us, but there's no humor in truth, in the movement anyway. There's a serious lack of levity. So we thought maybe we can bring that. And that's what we launched into it in the first place, because we thought there needed to be a place to let off some steam and laugh at it all, because it's all ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's worse than you know. I don't know what they're talking about. More poetry. Great. If you want more poetry, go to my channel. I have so much poetry to put on there. And you know what? It's good stuff. Doesn't matter if he's your brother, he could still be a shill. Nope. He's not a shill. He's not a shill. You can think whatever you want to think, man. Nothing I can say to make you think otherwise. I don't care. Like, if you want to believe that, that's too bad. Because he is one of the most genuine and authentic people I've ever known in my entire life. And you know what? I have an MFA in acting. I've studied acting my whole life. He's not a shill. He's not lying to my face. Someone who I've seen in his darkest moments. Someone who's seen me cry. I've seen him cry. Like, he's my family. He's not a shill. You can think whatever you want to think. No, it's cool, man. I'll get to banning people if I want to. I'm cool. He's fine. You'll need a chat moderator, probably. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to actually reading Actors Are Professional Liars. That's true. They are professional liars. But that doesn't mean that's not. Max isn't an actor. Are you still a flat earther? Okay, there's so much fallacy in that question. Never was I a flat earther. Never was I a flat earther. Never am I on record saying, I believe the earth is flat. That's ridiculous. I won't commit one way or another, because I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen the earth from any other place but from ground level or in an airplane. But anyway, final thoughts before I take off. Flat Earth was a psyop, probably. Maybe not, but probably. Okay, so I'm gonna head out, but you guys, this has been. I've seen we stab at flat. Yeah, we make fun of everything, and we try not to get too dogmatic, and we try not to take sides. We're against evil, but we're not lecturing. We're not trying to tell you how to think. I'm just offering you something that you can. Poetry sucks. Oh, I see. Okay. Don't forget the in living color link. Don't forget the in living color link.
I can't find it. I think they took it down.
Really? I have it saved in my computer. I can maybe. You know what? I'll upload it to my. I'll upload my in living color clip to my personal channel.
Ooh, good one.
How's that sound? That's more incentive to go over there.
Do you feel like doing Poetry Sucks live?
No, not really. Do you think we'll win? Yes, I think we'll win. I don't think we can eradicate evil. I think evil's a part of the equation here. The key is to keep it in check. And there's evil. We have the capacity for evil inside of all of us. We have to constantly. Let me say this better. I think we'll win because nature seeks balance, and we can sense what it would be like to live in a world that was not as bad as it is, and we can make that happen. We just have to keep pushing it forward, pushing in that direction. That's the key. We are little nodes in this system, and we are there to push it in the right direction and live by example and speak truth. Not be afraid to speak truth. Not be afraid, because what they're creating, especially what the leftist propaganda media is doing, not to say that the right is innocent by any means, but what the leftist media is doing is they're bullying us into being quiet, and they're daring us to have a counterpoint of view, because any counterpoint of view is called racist or homophobic or white supremacist, Nazi, alt-right, all these buzzwords. So they're making it so that we're afraid to speak out. but we have to keep speaking truth. You know that meme? Speak, even if your voice quakes, speak truth. I do think we'll win. I think that it's inevitable, as long as we don't give up. As long as we don't give up hope. The moment when people say, you know what, I'm not going to have kids because this world's too messed up. You know what? You're contributing to a world where the world's going to be messed up. Have kids. Not to say you have to have kids by any means, but it's that hopeless idea. It's fear. Don't give in to the fear. Don't give in to the fear. We can win. We can keep evil at bay. And that's why we need morals and ethics and principles. And all the rest. Decentralized social media will change the world. Yeah, maybe. I think you're right. Thanks. The flat earth is whatever. Sure. All good. Mandela effect, legit or no? Tough one. I lean towards it not being real. But I think it's interesting. I lean towards what's interesting about Mandela effect is no matter how you look at it, it's a weird phenomenon. Whether it's a timeline shift, something extreme like that, with CERN and all that, or if it's something simple like we're all just collectively remembering things wrong, that's also weird. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird phenomenon, no matter how you slice it up. All right, I'm done. Getting the wrap-up signal. I'm out of here. Go subscribe to Benny Will's YouTube channel. This has been awesome. You guys have actually really inspired me to do this again. So I will do it again from my other channel. But this is awesome. And thank you so much for the support of JoyCamp over the years. Honestly, if it wasn't for the support, we would have stopped years ago, because it has been a trying experience. It's been challenging at times. Sometimes you feel like you're making videos and putting them into a black hole. So to know that people have seen them and watched them and appreciate them really means a lot to me. And thank you. And please support me in my other ventures. And don't forget to participate. Everybody has something they can contribute to making the world better. And that's it. I'm out. Peace!